Hello guys, I am Lenny and today I will be playing Tera online. I have picked this game up recently as my friend suggested it to me, and right now I have joined Sinestral Manor. I'm already level 31. I'm playing Archer. I got some of my gear decently enchanted as it was suggested to me that I should go for +6 on gold items. Right now I'm waiting for level 32 and then I'll do quests to get to level 36 and instances again. At level 36 I'll be able to join instance where you can level up each run, which is pretty useful. Seems like this guy isn't really here, so I'll just go ahead and start fighting. I don't really want to wait for AFKs. And this is instance. I'm kinda overleveling this, but I don't care as there are still drops I'm interested in, so that's why I'm still going this one. And it is also very fast, very good XP gain. Come on. For my glyphs I use Slick for penetrating arrow. I use damage boost to penetrating arrow and +10 damage on my basic attacks. I'm actually thinking about switching the last one I mentioned, that double damage on my basic attacks, for something more useful, as I don't auto attack that much. And it's only like 10% chance to deal double damage with your auto attack. If you never played Tera, the main difference comparing it to World of Warcraft is that you don't have lock-on skills. This is only one of my lock-on skills, but the rest is targeted. So I have to keep aiming, and well, it's not that hard, it's just different from WoW. I really like the graphics. I like the models. They look pretty cool. Oh, 12k damage. That's neat. So my goal here is to grab any gold stuff for the chest and boots. I could also use some blue earrings. I'm not sure if they drop here though. And if I don't grab these before I reach level 32, I will just stop doing this instance and go on with my quests. I'm just auto-attacking to get my mana up, and then I can spam my skills again. Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to hit as many as I can with my penetrating arrow, but sometimes they move at the last moment, or I just move accidentally my mouse. I don't think we have to go this way, but for the sake of clearing this instance, I like to go here and kill them. This instance isn't particularly hard. You can clear it with noobs, no problem. That's why I don't even care if I aggro or not. I actually like to be the person aggroing, as I can prepare the mobs in a single row so I can hit them all with my penetrating arrow. Sometimes tanks don't really realize that they should stack mobs up so we can AoE them. What I love about this game is the environment, really the graphics in general. What I kinda dislike is that there's no variety for my character. I cannot talk about others, but I think it's similar. I was used to having a choice while playing Ultima Online or, World of Warcraft. You can pick a class and then kinda model it or differentiate it by your preferences. Like, I loved using crossbows in Ultima, and so I'm not really happy about having a bow in my hands. Also, the skill progression is the same for every other archer, so you cannot really differentiate by picking different skills up. But you can differentiate by picking different glyphs. But the difference isn't that noticeable early on, so it feels like every ranger is the same. Now this is kinda test for our tank, if he can aggro all of this. My last tank died here when I did that. But the guy before that guy who died managed to tank it well. This way we can clear this room much faster. Yeah, he died. That's... And WTF. He had no idea that this is faster. Never mind. He's gonna blame me for aggroing. I don't really care, it's worth aggroing all the mobs together and then just killing them at once. From what I've noticed in those early instances, a lot of people tank like in World of Warcraft. They just stand and take the hits. The main purpose of targeting in this game is that you can dodge everything, well, most of the skills. Those skills that are lock on, you cannot dodge them, you can like stun the person or whatever. But most of the skills which are not locked on can be dodged. Warriors can solo bosses and so on, which is pretty neat. And what I was trying to say is that our tank kinda took all the damage without even thinking about dodging it. That's why he died. And also he had no clue what's going on. He didn't see me grabbing all the mobs. Never mind, we can't really die here. We all will have to make a terrible mistake to die. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. This is the right way. Also, they are picking up everything, which I was told that's not a good idea, as your inventory will be full pretty fast. Fire? Yeah, he's all low on stamina and he doesn't have a potion to recover it. Ouch. Before they finish that mob, I'll aggro this room and kill most of it. And we are getting closer to our first boss, which is here. That little teddy bear or whatever that is. It was kinda scary though. Yeah, our tank just tanks one mob and doesn't care about others. But as I said, it's pretty hard to die here. By the way, those blue trees, which you can see on my screen, that's my mana replenishing. Also you can see how fast I can replenish my mana with just auto attacks. That's pretty useful. I like the way it works. Also I like how Slayer works. You start with 0 mana and by attacking you get mana. The bars you can see on my screen when I'm like charging up my shots, that says how much damage I will deal. If I release it earlier, I will deal less damage. If I wait for the red line to fill up, I'd deal the most damage. The only thing I miss a lot is DPS meter. I'd like to see how I'm doing compared to others in the party. I'm actually curious about how much damage each character can deal. I think a mage can deal more damage than I do. Maybe even Slayer can deal more damage. But like more consistent damage. I deal spike damage, like I charge up my skills and then boom. I deal a lot of damage. And I think Slayer deals like, wow, no drops. That's cool. There's one more room we can take. Nope, they don't want the experience. Okay. I just hope I turned my mic on this time. Last time I was recording, I was just